Hi everybody, Sarah here, and I wanted to pop on the channel today to talk to you about Pic-Time. Now, you may have been using Dropbox or Google Drive or any number of things to share your photos, and you notice that it can be a little bit clunky. Pic-Time is a software that allows you to share your images with your clients in a super easy to use, clean, professional way. Now, full disclosure, this video was sponsored by Pic-Time. They reached out to us because they just launched Pic-Time 2.0, and they want more people to know about it. And we're excited to tell you because it's got a lot of really great features you might love. First, let's show you. So this is an example of a gallery that I've created in Pic-Time for a wedding that I shot last year. And you'll see it's so clean, so beautiful. It walks through every step of the process right at the top there. So if you're wanting to look at your pictures, you're in the gallery mode. If you want to go shop and buy prints, you go to the shop mode, and it will show you examples of the prints that you might want to order using your images from your gallery. You can also, when you're in your gallery, you can move through the different sections of the day by clicking on the tabs at the top. So it'll scroll you directly to the section where you want to be. So let's dive in. I want to go ahead and make a gallery ourselves. And I have another shoot from a friend I photographed maternity photos for, and I want to use that as an example so we can create our own gallery and see exactly how we set something like this up. If you don't already have an account, you can actually start a free 30-day trial, and it will actually automatically start you on the advanced plan, which offers a ton of really great features. Once you create your account, you'll actually end up in this client dashboard. And once you're there, you can set some basic settings that will apply to all of your galleries. Now, the one that I want to spend a moment on is called brand and style, because if you're going to set up a system that your clients will be able to use to access their images, you want it to look like your brand, your business, and have it flow symbiotically with the website you've already created. So I like to go in here and set my brand first. So I've uploaded my logo, I've uploaded my favicon, I've added my website and my Instagram so that people can actually find me. Now I also have the option of connecting a custom domain. And if I do that, I can start to take away some of the Pic-Time branding on the account. So if that's something that matters a lot to you, they do have options for removing that branding in Pic-Time. Now I want to go back and create a brand new gallery. So I'm going to click back. We're going to head into this client galleries section, and you'll see the galleries that I've already created here. If you want to add images to the new gallery we're creating, we obviously have to get them from somewhere, right? So we've created the images with the client, we've imported them to whatever our editing software is, and now we have to create a file that they can actually download. So I want to talk about export settings first. Now, there are many softwares that you might be using to edit your work or to export it. So I want to just give you the generic settings you can use and plug them into any system you might be using. First off, you're going to want to make sure that you're creating a full-size JPEG file. So uncheck resize to fit. Do not change the dimensions of this file, just full-size JPEG, and that it's in sRGB color space. You're also going to want to make sure that you're not compressing at all. So set your quality slider to all the way to the right, 100, 7, 12, whatever your software calls it, and that will make sure that you're not compressing the JPEG at all. And then if you have an option for export sharpening, you might want to set it to low. That tends to add a nice little crispness to the images upon export. You can do this using any program you want, but if you do have Lightroom Classic, they do have a really great plugin from Pic-Time that you can actually download and install directly into Classic. And if you have this, it will allow you to create a gallery inside of Lightroom Classic, and you can drag your images into it just like you drag images into a collection. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and follow the plugin link in the description below. By the way, if you use Lightroom or Lightroom Classic and you have a trouble staying organized, you can download our free workflow blueprint in the description below, and that can help walk you through some simple processes to streamline your workflow. Now, I've already exported my images to these settings, so I'm going to go ahead and click Add Client Gallery. Once I click this button, I get to give it a name. I'm going to call it Louise Maternity. And then these defaults are fine. I'm going to hit next. I'm going to give it a date. Let's say it was May 2nd, even though it wasn't. And then I want to set the occasion because sometimes you'll see different features activated if you set the occasion to the specific type of session that it actually was. And so it's good to really be consistent about labeling with the accurate session type. Then I'm going to hit Create Gallery. Now that I've got this gallery set up, it's going to give me the option to add a scene. Now a scene, think of that as just a subdivider inside of your gallery. So you saw in this gallery that I have about, 8 subdividers at the top into details, family photos, ceremony, all of these different sections. And this is where you can specify them, is in the scene naming section. So I'm going to call this one all photos because for Louise, it's just like 60 photos. I'm going to put them all in one bucket. Then if I click on this photo and clips button, this is where I can upload the files. Now, they will prompt you to download the Pic-Time uploader, and I do recommend doing that. It's much smoother to upload your files using that software, and it's very easy to download. So go ahead and go through that process. And then when you click this button, you'll see a little pop-up that says drop your files here or select your files. I'm a selector because I just like to do it that way. I'm going to grab all the images for Louise that I've already exported to my specific file type, and then I'm going to hit open. And this is going to bring all those files at that full-size JPEG resolution into my online gallery. Now, while that's uploading, I'm going to spend some time to go in and actually design my gallery. So you'll see it says new, yay. This is because Pic-Time just came out with that 2.0 update. And these design options that it gives us are so lovely. You guys are going to love what we get to work with. All right, so once you go into the design tab, it will automatically curate your cover photos for you. So I can allow it to do that. I don't want to. I like to do that myself. So I'm going to skip and select manually. Now you can see here that this will offer us 9 templates that we can use to display our gallery. Now it starts with classic. You can try fine, minimal, airy. This is my favorite. Spotlight, editorial, my second favorite, expressive, folk, soft. There's so many different ways you can design this space. Now, if you like one of them, but you want to customize, so like I really like the airy template, I'm going to go into customize, and here you can actually change your font. So get your font closer to maybe your brand font, or you can just use one of these as your brand font if you don't already have one chosen. And then you can also set if you like more of a bold text and bold icon, or a light icon and light text, what shape you want your buttons to be. And then I like to adjust the spacing in my photos. I like to have slightly smaller photos so it doesn't take like 8 years to scroll down them. And I like to have some wide spaces just for some visual negative space. So I'm going to set my gallery settings how I like them. You can set them however you like them. And then you can come in and change your cover. Now this is going to be that hero image at the very top of the page. I'm going to go ahead and replace this one with a horizontal image. Let's go with this one. And you can select the focal point too. So I'm going to move this focal point down right to the belly, and that's what's going to be accentuated at the top of the screen. Now, I think this feels pretty good for what I need it to be. If you also want to customize even further, you can go through these color templates. Let's say you're a black background type of person. You can mouse through these different options. You can even have some different color combinations, see what works for you and what you like that makes your images pop and makes them stand out and stay consistent with your branding on your other platforms. Now, you can also adjust the scene headers, and I like this a lot because I really like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this option. All right, now that I've got my gallery looking how I want, I can actually go into the gallery setup, and this is where I can set one very important setting, which is whether or not you're allowing people to download high-res or low-res images from the gallery directly without paying extra money for them. Now, you can always add a section in your print shop for downloading digital files as well, but this is a setting that allows them to download without having to go through a payment process. But this setting, this allows them to download for free. So if you have already collected all the money you need for the session and you're not charging extra for downloads, you need to make sure to turn this on. So this will allow the clients to actually download those photos directly. And you can specify who can download. Is it just the main clients, or is it other people you've invited, or can anyone with the link download the photos? You probably want to be selective about that. You could also, instead of allowing high-res downloads, you could just allow web size, and then they order prints through you. That's a pretty common practice as well. So depending on what your goals are for your business, you can set these settings accordingly. You also have the option, if you're in the advanced plan, to enable what's called AI search. Now, AI search is truly one of the coolest things about Pic-Time because this allows your clients to actually go in and find specific photos of specific people just by clicking on their face. Now, this speeds up their process for collecting their favorites and creating collections and ordering prints exponentially. Now, I want to move down to the shop section because this is actually what's going to enable people to purchase these prints. So we're going to create a brand new price list. And in order to create a price list, you just walk through these basics. I want to pick my primary lab, which is White House Custom Color, but look how many we get to choose from here. There's so many fantastic labs. And specifically, I also really appreciate that Pic-Time works with Witchard Photo Lab, which is a film lab in the United States. And so if you're a film shooter, that is super helpful for you. And you can also say whether you want to sell those digital files, not just a free download, but sell them. And you can set a single photo price, or you can also set a full gallery price. So let's say my single photo price was $39 as it recommends. The full gallery download, I might make like $500, right? Whatever feels reasonable to you that makes it worth it for them not to order prints through you so that you're not taking in that income, you can charge for the downloads themselves. And again, this should all be made clear to your clients directly before you book with them. Now, you can also specify whether you can offer a discount, and then you create your price list. Now, it's going to warn you if some of the products that they recommend you offer don't actually come from the print lab that you've selected. So you can say that you want to stick with it, or you can switch to a different one. I'm going to stick with mine, but then it will allow me to merge with other labs. So if somebody orders something that my lab doesn't offer, it will use one of the other great labs that they offer. Now we're going to name this my print shop. We're going to save that price list. And now we can use that, and our clients can use that as they move forward through the shop. Now I want to preview this gallery for you so we can really see what we can do with it. So first off, you've seen our beautiful header up here that we created. You see our scene header up here at the top, and we see all of the images within that scene. Now, a client can actually go through and interact with this work by selecting their favorites, creating collections, or purchasing images, or downloading images. Now, I want to show you if we wanted to create a favorites list, you just click the little heart on the photo, and then it will create a new tab at the top called Collections, and this Collections tab will show you any collections you've created. So it could just be all the hearted images, which are your favorites, or you could create an individual collection, maybe for someone else, or if you want just to start a collection of images you might want to print, or any number of things. Now, once I'm in this list, I can also go through and I can shop. So I can say, okay, these are my favorites. These are the ones I want to order prints for. I can click on the shop button, and this is where our clients can actually access our shop. Now, this is awesome because they can see here their image displayed on the example prints. So let's say they wanted to get a gallery board, right? This is something that they can purchase. It gives you this great like sales language about why these are really useful. This is what your client sees. And you also can set specific sizes. You can also set what size the print is on that board. Now, I love that it actually demonstrates to you the exact size of what that's going to look like in the real world. Now let's go back. One thing I also want to show you in the collection is that when you're in your collection, you can also search by faces. Now, if I go into my wedding gallery that I showed you earlier, I can actually search by someone's face. So I can click in this search bar here, and I can say, I want to find all the images that have the groom's mom. And then if I hit search, it will show me every image that has the groom's mom. Pretty cool, right? So now I can actually go through and I can select favorites of the images that have the groom's mom. I could even say select at the top, grab a few at a time, and then I can create a collection from them. Say new collection, favorite mom images, right? Now coming back to the gallery, one thing that I really like that Pic-Time offers is when you go in to create an album, which you can access through your shop tab as a client, you can go in and let's say I want to create one of these lay flat albums. They're beautiful, right? It's going to show you exactly what they look like through this kind of sales language. It'll talk about the different materials. I can choose exactly what cover and size I'd like. And then I can say select photos, and it's going to pop up this option for it to help design the album for you. Now, if you've ever designed an album, you know it takes a really long time. So if you want to walk through and say, okay, I want to design this album for the happy couple, who needs to be in this album? You're going to choose the most important people. And let's say after I have chosen those people, it will move through and it will select photos for me. I can start by saying, okay, here's the 50 photos that are most important to me. I'm going to say, that one. And I'm going to choose a handful of others. just to start out with. And then I'm going to say done, just so I can show you what this does. I'm going to say I want balanced, because that will start me out with some photos that are more, some spreads that have more images on them and some spreads that are a little bit more minimal. And I think that creates a good balance. This can save hours for you or your client. So this is pretty cool. Of course, I'm probably going to want to override and change some things, which I have the option to do. But look at this. It just designed an entire album for us. Pretty cool. Now, if you are the client, you have all of these options available to you using Pic-Time. And this is why it's so nice. Your clients experience this super smooth, super easy navigation with all of these tools and options available to them. I want to show you how we actually get this to our client, right? So we've gone through the process of creating this gallery together. Now, if I want to actually ensure that this is live, that my client can actually see it, we need to go back into our gallery settings and go to this share tab on the left-hand side. Now, once I click this, I can input my client's name, and then I can input their email. And as soon as I say send to client, it's going to send this email to the client. It'll send a duplicate to me too, which is great. And now that gallery is online. It's considered live at that point. So now she can go look at the photos, download, order prints, whatever she needs to do. Now, before I forget, one other thing I really like about the Pic-Time platform is that you can actually make edits to your galleries on your mobile device. Now, if you're like me and you like couches, you might want to have this option, right? So you can go sit down, make adjustments or changes to your galleries without even having to pull out your computer. So that is something that might be a huge appeal to you, as it is to me. Now, one last thing I want to mention, if you go back into the Shop and Automations tab over on the left-hand side of your dashboard, so if you want to make changes to your price list, if you want to make changes to how you're collecting payments, if you want to go ahead and create some sales automations, you have those options here. And the sales automations are actually something you should definitely look into, because it will do things like prompt people when they've left a cart unpurchased. This is something that can help actually generate orders for you. So it's working behind the scenes and you don't have to constantly be like pinging people like, hey, do you want to buy prints? So this can help smooth out your process for you. So altogether, Pic-Time gives us so many features and so many options that our clients can enjoy a smooth, easy to use process, and we can create professional looking, elevated galleries. Now, if you want to try Pic-Time, go ahead and click on the link in the description for a free trial and give it a go. Now, if you like this video, give it a like. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments down below, and subscribe so you can see future videos. Thanks, guys.